We're going to continue with the presentation from our sponsor of the conference, Stäubli. Together with our partner from Belgium, CNC Solutions, they will present the innovative solutions and integrated technological package based on Stäubli Robot and ENCY Robot software. Please welcome Andrea and Lieselot.
I would like to start these 30 minutes together saying a big thank you to Andrew, all the team in charge of the organization of this conference. It's thanks to them that we can spend these 3 days together, and we know all the effort behind these 3 days, so I think it's the best way to start our speech. I am Andrea Tagliabue, global application lead for metal industry for Stäubli Robotics. And here, and on the stage with me, there is Lieselot Verdonck, owner of our lawyer partner, CNC Solutions. Small introduction, Stäubli, it's a family-owned company founded in Switzerland in 1892, starting with textile machines. Right now we have 6,000 people. We are present in 28 countries, and we have almost 2,000 patents done up to date. Stäubli is composed by 4 divisions: electrical connectors, fluid connectors, which is exploding due to the supplier of fluid connector to data center for AI. Textile, the historical part with more than 100 years of history, and the robotics division, founded in the 80s of last century. Just a quick overview of the robotics division, founded in 1982. One remarkable part was the acquisition of Unimation, a pioneer in robotics in the US in 1989, and all the evolution till today. One remarkable point is the launching of the mobile robots in 2023, and last year we present our FL1500, a control-balanced AGV AMR, which is having a great reception from the market of logistics. We are present in almost every market. We are very well known for life, so what we call life markets like food, medical robotics, and pharmaceutical. We are present in all the other markets like automotive, defense, and we are here in order to deep dive in our product for metal markets.
Yes, and I would like to present to you CNC Solutions, which is our company. We are a machine building company, and we are also a dealer of ENCY for Belgium. We focus on milling, grinding, but also cutting application, laser applications, and we do this with Stäubli robots. We are a Belgian company, so located in Europe. We were founded in 1992 by my father. So me and my husband are now 2nd generation in the company. We started with 3-axis milling, and we evolved into robotic milling throughout the years. So we are active for over 30 years. This robotic milling evolved to other applications also. So this way, our company has a long story. We have solutions in 3 different types. We have turnkey, so for the end user who is looking to automate the process, to have a complete machine to go from design to workpiece, then we can deliver a full solution. We have the technology package for integrators, so robot integrators who want to integrate their own process into it. And then, as I said, we are a dealer from ENCY for everybody who has a CNC machine or a robot, of course.
Thanks, Lieselot. In the first half of the morning, we discussed a lot regarding ENCY and in which way we can generate trajectories. In the following minutes, we would like to deep dive in what happened after the trajectory is generated in order to create the best process possible in terms of manufacturing. The metal industry right now is a demanding environment with harsh demanding features. It's demanding a lot of precision, complex trajectory, it's well explained before. The speed is a very important feature because the return of investment of machine is becoming more demanding day by day. So producing with a high speed ratio will increase the return of investment of the machine. And also the easy to use from the customer and the flexibility, it's something that it's becoming very important day by day due to the lack of experienced user worldwide.
What we also see in the market is that there are still a lot of manual processes. A lot of things are still done by hand, mostly by people who are very experienced, but who are not so easily replaceable. It's very hard to find qualified people. Companies are more and more looking to applications that have a no-code programming. Mostly these manual processes have an unattractive working environment. For example, if somebody has to grind all day, it's a lot of dust, it's not so healthy. A lot of people don't want to do it anymore. On the other hand, if you want to start working with robots, there's a lot of shortage on robot operators, robot programmers. So we were looking for a much easier solution. And then we find also that customers need much more flexibility. They need to produce smaller series and they have to be able to switch easily. The solution that we present for this is a partnership between CNC Solutions, ENCY, and Stäubli Robotics. And we call it the technology package. The technology package is a controller that you can use to control your robot like a CNC machine. So it makes it much more easier than robot programming because you can program it like a CNC machine.
So why CNC Solutions chose Stäubli Robots 15 years ago and remains on this position? A small introduction of our robot range. After we will explain every feature, checking a dedicated process. So we have to speak 30 minutes, so we added a lot of video in order to do, let's say, let relax us and let not you so bored. Just a focus on our TX2 range. As you have already seen by the previous video, our characteristic, it's a fully encapsulated robot, so you cannot see any motor outside. And this is, from my point of view, very beautiful. So people say that, let's say, Stäubli is a reference as a very beautiful robot. And for harsh environment, it's important because the closed structure can protect the cables and all the other sensitive parts. There is a very high accuracy, and one of the main features is that we are the only robot manufacturer who is creating his own gearboxes. So we have more than 8 patents, and we are manufacturing in our production plant in France our gearboxes, which are a reference from the market in terms of precision and speed. As I said before, we will go into details regarding some process and explain why for us the combination between the CNC Solution Technology Package and Stäubli Robot could be a game changer for the development of ENCY worldwide. Starting from milling.
Yes, like Andrea said, a Stäubli robot is very good for a harsh environment. We have a project here of a customer who makes orthopedic shoes. So they scan the foot of people, and then with the scan, they make a foot out of wood, and then from this wood, they make the shoe. So as of course they are scanning people's feet, every piece they create is unique. So they mill the feet every time, once and again. How do they do this? Of course, the toolpaths come from ENCY. We created templates for them, so they put their information from the scan into these templates, and with just a few clicks, they can mill the foot. This is all done by one person, so there's no dedicated operator to have to control this machine. Somebody is just programming ENCY, he puts on the work pieces, and then he comes back a few hours later, and then the pieces are ready. And as you can see, the pieces are automatically loaded and unloaded from the machine, so the operator only has to be there every few hours. I'm warning you, we have a lot of video.
Thank you, Lieselot, for showing the flexibility of this solution. Another important feature is, let's say, we discussed before about mechanics. Another important feature of a robot for milling, polishing, or other metalworking tasks is trajectory generation. So I said before that we are manufacturing our own gearboxes. We design and manufacture our own drives, and our actual robot range is equipped with a dual system of absolute encoder, which do not need any battery, so the position of the robot is stored automatically. So if we shut down and repower the robot knows exactly where it is without needs of recalibration or something like that. Also, the tuning designed in order to handle our motor and gearboxes with our drive let us to have a very precise path control. A little bit of more technical digression. We all know that if a robot is doing a pick and place, precision is something that is very important. And if the robot is used in the traditional way, so moving with the teach pendant, teach point, and relaunch, only precision matter. In a CAD/CAM application like that, accuracy has a very big impact on the quality of the process. That's why we propose, and since it is using massively, our absolute calibration feature. It means that every robot produced in our factory is measured using a laser tracker in order to adapt the DH parameters, so the Denavit-Artenberg values of which are the distances between every joint, in order to have the algorithm of inverse cinematic of the robot matching exactly this robot. So it means that without absolute calibration, the mathematics of the robot will receive an average of the robot produced. With absolute calibration, we measure the robot exit from the factory in order to be sure that we are inserting inside the robot controller the effective length of this robot following the variation of the production. And this let us to have one of the best for these sets of robot at TX200 that we are seeing here, a robot with 100 payload and 2 meters long, one of the best accuracy in the market.
So we can show you a laser cutting example where we will be laser cutting on flat plates, but also in 3D. And of course, the precision is very important. The combination of a very precise robot with toolpaths in ENCY is a golden combination for this application.
After that, we have generated a trajectory using ENCY, as we are seeing from our videos. The robot is transforming this trajectory to a process. One point that is very important is the rigidity of the robot, because if we are talking about pick and place, we can make this process also with covert, or what we call the marshmallow robots. So robots that are maybe light, maybe cheap, but they don't have enough rigidity in order to transform the trajectory into a reliable process. What we said before, so the patented gearboxes, the enclosed structure, and the precise trajectory generation combined with absolute calibration lead us to be one of the most appreciated robots in the market in terms of rigidity and stiffness. And this led us to all these processes that we are seeing here.
And of course, if you're looking for flexibility, then ENCY software is the way to go. We can see in the next video, we have different approaches to laser a piece. We do that in 4 different ways, and every time it's precise. It's a laser demo, so you will see a small light showing that we are what the laser trajectories are.
As we see from the last video, often we need to use the robot with positioner, external axis, inner tracks. And also in the first half of this morning, we saw a lot of references to the usage of robots with a lot of external axis. The solution proposed with the partnership between CNC Solutions and Stäubli is completely ready for the ENCY trajectory generation. So after Lieselot will go deeper in this topic. Basically, CNC Solution has done a system of handling the robot that is able to handle in a perfectly synchronous way all the tasks involving robot, external axis, and external rotary positioner.
This is an example of a deburring robot. So we have a customer that makes weaving machines, so for textile, and they have large cross beams that have to be deburred. So they mill 2 types of cross beams and then they deburr it with our robot. The pieces are attached onto a horizontal turntable, and the robot is on a track because of the large pieces that he has to deburr. The pieces are of course in series, so they're all the same, but they can have a difference of approximately 5 mm. But we can perfectly solve that with trajectories in ENCY and also with our grinding head that we created ourselves, which is also a compensator, so we can do every corner very precisely. And then if they want to switch to the other type of crossbeam, they just have to push on the pedal. The machine adapts itself for the other piece, and then they can start deburring the other type of crossbeams. They were able to save 1 operator per shift because of the installation of this machine. And this is the result, of course, completely done by the robot.
At Stäubli, we take into account also environmental and energy efficiency topics, also because maybe we are the last fully European robot manufacturer. We have very strong attention to that. So we have an energy recovery system similar to the curse of F1, that it's the trend of the day. So during breaks, the robot is recovering power in some capacitor and are reusing it for the restart. And also this efficiency in energy consumption lead us to increase the return of investment of the machine and reduce the total cost of ownership, which is becoming day by day one of the most important parameters in choosing automation.
So let me now show you a few examples. Let me go into detail on this technology package. It starts, of course, with a drawing. Somebody wants to create a workpiece. It starts with a design, a drawing. And the next step of that is that we create an ENCY, the virtual machine. As you know, with the virtual machine, we can check everything. We can see if there are no collisions, if there are no singularities. That can all be simulated offline, as you know, with ENCY, so the robot does not have to stand still. And then from that on, we go to the control system. The control system, which we send G-code to, and the G-code, and that way the robot can be executed. So all this together comes into a technology package. And the technology package, the clue of the whole concept is that you can control your robot like a CNC machine, which makes it much easier to control it, to do precise trajectories with your robot. It's a combination of hardware and software. So the hardware is in the cabinet. It's plug and play. So you plug in the Ethernet to the robot. You can connect to your network. You have room for the process that you want to control. And then what we particularly added also is a handheld. It's again similar to a CNC machine. With the encoder wheel, you can change the speed of the robot. The faster you want, you can do it. It's very easy if you want to do something manually, if you're still in testing phase, if you want to interrupt your process for some reason, then you can very easily control it. In joint, in frame, of course, you can control every axis separately. So that's really an extra to this robot that we are providing with the technology package. Then software-wise, of course, you get a whole interface to control your robot. It has different parts. So this is the starting screen. You have the axis positions. So it can be the robot, but it can also be external axes that are added. You can also add external axis later on if you would like. The feed, so the speed of the robot and the speed of the external axis can be controlled. Then if there's a milling motor or a grinding motor, you can also adapt that speed. And then there's the technology parameter specifically for your process. It's also very much made for tool changes. So you can change the master, you can change your adapter, and you can change your tools very easily. And in this way, you can, in the software, put in the different configurations that you want to do. So in first step, your configs, in a second step, your adapters, and in a final step, the tools that you want to have into these adapters. We always work with the theoretical tool length in ENCY, and we work with the real tool length in the technology package. This way, if you want to reuse your ENCY program, you can easily do it. You can adapt the real tool length in the technology package, and so the robot can still be controlled with your existing ENCY program. As for tool change, we have an example here. It's a deburring robot you just saw. So the operator can load this toolbox from outside the robot cell. This toolbox is also an own creation of our company. So the operator loads it into the drawer, and then the robot can take it out in the cell. So again, the robot does not have to stand still if you want to change a tool. It can easily take up automatically another tool. But it can also pick up another base, so it has multiple drawers. If it picks up another config, then the direction of the tool can change. And then again, it picks up its tool and it's ready to go. So this combination of the Stäubli robot with ENCY and a technology package is possible for a lot of processes. If you're wondering what is possible, theoretically everything is possible. What is important is that the integrator controls its process. You really have to be owner of the process. You have to know what this process specific options are, what it needs to control, and then in that way you can be successful with this technology package. The technology package is the result of over 15 years of development by our company. We've did a lot of trial and error. We did a lot of development engineering. We tested and we did a lot of things with it. It's already 15 years that we are collaborating with Stäubli and ENCY on this. And we have over 50 references in Belgium, France, and the Netherlands. So working applications that we have today. So it's my invitation if you want to profit from our research, if you want to be able to absolutely precisely control your process, the technology package can be considered as a very good option because we have already done all this development and you can profit from it.
So we are arriving at the end of this time spent together. First of all, I would like to thank you for your attention. Hoping that this presentation lets you know a little bit more in which way the technology package can be useful in order to connect the ENCY software and the needs from the end users. If you want or you are interested in having more information regarding the technology package, we are here this day and our time is, let's say, will be more than well used in order to discuss with you if you have more questions or you would like to do further investigations.
Yes, we would like to give you the opportunity to work with the high performance robotics from Stäubli. They have a worldwide network, so they are active worldwide. They can provide leads to specific partners. As we deliver the technology package, we can provide you with postprocessor virtual machine, and you can, as your ENCY dealer today, you can still be the provider for the ENCY license, have the contact with the end customer, and in this way offer this combination to your customer. Thank you.